YouTube, Ed here, Top of the Line Training. I just want to do a quick review on various sharpening items that I have that I use to keep my knives and other cutting devices razor sharp. First off, I have this Smith's Tri-Home. I used this right here for years. This part to see there of the stones. This Smith Tri-Home, I had this thing for probably 15 years now. It has a coarse, medium, and a fine stone. And you know, I basically how I use it is a little bit of oil, any kind of lubricant really, and I put a little bit on there and just run the blade in various ways depending on the grind. And I've always had good results with this. However, I know there's other things out there a little bit better. But this right here is a really good piece of kit to have. Not so much to take in your backpack or whatnot, but before you head out, something to use to get your knives real sharp. Another thing that I use is just a basic old stone, coarse and fine. And this here you can throw in your kit. I mean, it's not that heavy, maybe a half a pound, but to me it's really hard to beat a good stone. And this thing right here is done, I've had it for probably 10 years as well. And normally I just keep it in the kitchen drawer, but I've been using it lately to put a nice edge on my stuff. So I also have I've had this since, shoot, I think I was 18 years old, a small honing stone. I've dropped it and cracked it. But it's fine, I believe, on both edges. But I got that from the NRA, for joining the NRA, like I think when I was 17 or something, 18. But the thing about this, throw it in your pocket, you have it, pull it out, ready to go. And you know, some people, and that's their preference, whatever, but some people think or want or will or believe, and I'm not saying you can't do it, will just go out and sharpen their knife on a stone. No problem. I know you can do it. However, I mean, in today's technology, that's going to be your first option of sharpening a knife or a hatchet or axe or whatever. When you can just take something like this, throw it in your pocket, probably weighs 2 ounces, and you know, it's right at your fingertips when needed, ready to go. Speaking of fingertips, here you've probably seen this in some of my other videos, but this is the Gerber diamond sharpener. It's basically the size of a pin when it's closed up. Open it up, turn the nut, tighten it up, and then you have a diamond edge rod here to sharpen your stuff with. You have a little clip here, just like an ink pen. You can clip it on whatever. I've had this for a couple years now. I use it here and there. I really like a stone more so than this, but actually lately in the field I've been taking it with me and trying to work with it, and it actually works really well. And I think it costs like 15 bucks, I think. I might have got a little bit cheaper than that. But for what it costs and what it weighs, I mean, why not lug this thing with you? Again, shirt pocket, pants pocket, back pocket, whatever. In your ruck, in your small pack or whatever. No room, no weight, and it works great. Then another item that I used here was this accurate honing AccuSharp. You've probably seen these, you know, and they work good. They work. I use it a lot on my kitchen knives. My wife has this nice set of HJ Hinckley, I believe they are, or Hinkler or something like that. They're German knives, real nice set. But this works really good. Just run it through a few times, keeps it nice and honed, and Like I said, it works good, easy to use. But I don't know if I would carry this in the field with me, although it's lightweight. But you know, it's a little bit. If you want to get down to knife sharpening, you know, this versus this, size-wise, it's about the same weight, really. Or this right here. I mean, I'd rather take the smaller items. So, but you know, again, this could fit in the pack, no problem. Another, I use these rods. This right here just happened to be a deer bone handle. These things work really good. I use them a lot on the kitchen knives, but I will put, you know, tighten up my edge on some of my bushcraft knives or hunting knives with this thing. And, you know, just about 10 strokes with it on each side. You know, maintains that edge real well. Another item I just picked up is this Smith's Pocket Pal knife sharpener, and this thing is actually pretty nifty. It's got a ceramic blade and a tungsten blade here, and you hold it in one hand like so. And basically the same thing was at AccuSharp. You put your blade in there and pull it through, probably about 5-10 times really, and that really puts a nice edge or rehones it really. And now if you don't have a good edge, you can use the tungsten blades, or I'm sorry, carbide blades, and it'll put a nice edge on it. Then this will, the carbide or the ceramic blades will you know, fine it up real nice and give you that shaving edge that you need. But one other nice little feature of this little thing here, again, hold on a minute, let me finish this statement, what I'm saying. It has this diamond rod here, which is for serrated edges. You know, you just hit the edges probably about 5 to 10 times each, and it really actually, I mean, it makes them razor sharp. So it works really good. So now, again, with today's technology and stuff that we have today, you could take this little device, and it also has a hole here for a lanyard. You could take this thing where it sharpens serrated edges, you know, touches up your knife, or sharpens it up from get-go. This thing weighs probably, if 2 ounces, maybe 3, and you can throw it in your pocket, throw it in your pack. You could actually even tape it on to your sheath if you wanted to. Something like that, a Ranger band it on or something like that. And I mean, you got an outstanding tool here to keep your stuff sharp. Now, if you want to go search out a rock instead, you can do that. Or you can search out a rock and use this, both. I mean, that's always an option. But the point is, with today's technology, I don't know why anyone would want to go use a rock as their first choice to sharpen their knife, when I can reach in my pocket, pull this thing out. If I have a serrated edge, clip it out and sharpen her up, run it through here a few times, no problem. If you don't like working with these blades like that, just, you know, or maybe just a ceramic blade for touching up your knife, you can, you know, carry this little whetstone with you. Instead of looking for a rock, now you can take this, you know, you could Ranger band those things together, throw it in your pack, throw it in your pocket, whatever, and you got a stone and these blades, plus the ability to sharpen serrated edges. And I would venture to say, I haven't tried it yet, you could probably work your blade on this diamond rod as well. So, I mean, anyway, makes sense to me. But last but not least is the DMT dual diamond sharpener. I just picked this up a couple weeks ago. I have the sharpening tray, the tray that comes with these things coming. This is an 8-inch coarse and fine, and like I said, I have the tray coming that holds it in place like so. Non-slip tray. It's got rubber feet on it. Grabs the surface you're on real well. And this thing right here, guys, dynamite. Put a little bit of water on it. I mean, just a little bit. Get the lubrication going. And you run your knife, however, whatever technique you use. I don't want to get into telling you this or that about sharpening a knife, because I use about 4 or 5 different techniques depending on the blade. So there are some people just do one way, some people do a couple, whatever. I have about 4 or 5 different ways. My dad taught me 3 or 4 ways. My uncle taught me a way. I've seen a way on YouTube that I use as well. So and like it very well. It works really good. So I don't want to get into like how to use these items, because everyone uses them differently. I may do that someday, maybe when I get the tray in. It's on back order right now. I should be getting it hopefully within the next couple of weeks. But the point is, I don't want to get into telling you really on this video anyways how to sharpen a knife, because like I said, everyone has their different ways of doing it. And I think the end result, that you have a sharp knife, a razor sharp knife, the one that you can slice paper, shave with if needed, or at least shave the hair on your arm. If you got a knife that sharp, to me, it's sharp enough. But all of these items that I've shown today help me achieve that result, that end result of a razor sharp knife that I can skin a deer, skin a coon, skin a rabbit. You really don't need a knife for a rabbit, but you get the idea. I'm just saying, whatever I need to cut, it works. But anyway, again, Ed, Top of the Line Training. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with other videos real soon. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.